I'm TJ. Welcome to LFT and K. Kayla is off tonight. First off, apologize. I know I put out that we were going to do a show last Thursday, even up to midday that day. Kayla's grandfather's health deteriorated pretty rapidly. He did end up passing Sunday evening around 8:30 Eastern. That's one reason why Kayla's not here. She's just still a blah, but everybody who's reached out to us, it's been a lot to both of us. It's really helped her out getting through the polos, everything on Facebook. People have reached out to us personally. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, both of us. I will say one thing in good news, and it's kind of bad that we found out. Well, when we were sitting at her grandparents' house, we were playing for phones, of course, kind of past the time. We actually booked something pretty awesome for our Christmas trip. Universal is doing we figured out the way they're doing Hogwarts is that in the whole Christmas extravaganza is they're doing a VIP tour. It was only $60 per person. And on the week of Christmas, Kayla and I got the last two tickets for the thing. We got them actually Thanksgiving morning. And now we're gonna be able to do a 3.5 hour VIP tour that I'm gonna vlog the crud out for y'all. We're gonna basically go there after the park closes. We're gonna walk the street, walk where everything's decorated, just our group of six. There'll be 300 people total, but it'll be groups of six, separated from everybody else for social distancing, of course. And then we'll walk through the Macy's balloons, the floats for the reverse parade, have a private drink with the Grinch, which is something you can only do with this, plus the limited cookie bar and hot chocolate bar. Kayla is ecstatic about that. Go to Diagon Alley at Hogwarts, which will only be for us out there with discounts on everything. Get a free Harry Potter Christmas tree art that Kayla's excited about. And a private showing of the Hogwarts Christmas show, which is like what they do at Disney with the graphic of the Cinderella Castle, but on Hogwarts instead. So that's one of the things we did. So first off, let's go to chat. First, we got the Tyler Show. Thank you, Tyler, for coming in. We got our lovely travel agent, Cheri, All Sunset Travels. As you know, we are doing our group cruise June 4th, 2022 on the Margot, going out of Port Canaveral, heading to San Juan, Puerto Rico, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turks. $50 deposits till December 15th. So if you want to get a nice stocking stuffer and go on the brand new Mardi Gras with us, go to awesomesunsets.com. I'll put that in the bottom so everybody can see it. Boop. There we go. Also, like I said, Grinchmas in 15 days and 547 days to our group cruise. Go right here. So let's see what else we have. Tyler. Oh. Hey, Miss Nancy. How you doing? Hey, Anthony the Gator Simone. How you doing, buddy? Jonathan from the Six Traveling Shores. How are you? Let's see. We go down. Hey, Dewey. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Dave from the Grizzle. I was actually on Papa Mo Show for a little bit today, hanging out with Papa and Larry from Plump Travelers. Hey, Sarah from Q's Cruise. I know you're on the phone. Hope you feel better. Okay. So I've gone through our stuff now. We do have a guest tonight. Sorry about that. We have Hani from the Beach Show. So let's bring Hani on. Hey, buddy.
Hey, TJ.
How are you this evening, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yes, I was hoping you'd be on because I know you went pretty late on yours last night. I know I got off on the second hour. I looked up, I was like, baby, I think he's still on. It's like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Dewey and Sarah, and then the Cruise World came on into the panel. We played, and they wanted to keep playing, but I was like, I got to go eat dinner. I'm kind of hungry.
Wow, that was a great idea you had doing Wheel of Fortune like that. But you need someone to dress like Vanna White, or maybe yourself. You play both, like half and half yourself, makeup wise. Yes, exactly.
Maybe, yeah.
So, how's everything in Arizona today?
Good. Weather's starting to chill out, which is why I'm wearing a shirt. Plus, I'm coming on your show, so I decided wearing a shirt would probably be appropriate. So.
Awesome. So, tell us a little about your channel.
So, I think like a few other people that kind of got into this during the pandemic, and I was just watching shows, and sorry about my phone in the background there. That was watching a lot of these live shows, and the cruisathon. I think I came in during the Edna one, and late at night on it was the Life is Good. Sorry, hang on a second.
It's okay.
Shut that.
Oh, I remember that the 10 people panel. It was just all of us almost had a little too much to drink by then. I remember. I don't remember that I was toasted at that show. So
Yeah.
that one was wild.
That was like at 3 a.m. I think Eastern time or so, and I think there was about 9 of you or so up there. I know you were on there, Midlife Crazy, Spikers. I think I'm trying to remember. Anyway, so I just said, hey, I'll pay. I think it was, I don't know, it was like $10 per. No, $20 per person or $25 per person that does a shot, and so I ended up paying like $250 because it was 10 people.
I remember that. Yeah, because we all do shots like 3 a.m. in the morning when we're already pretty.
I figured everybody would be game for it at that point. But anyway, so that was the point. Yeah, it was at that point that I said I found my people, and then I mentioned this. I've mentioned this a few times, and even on some polos. I mainly was just, as far as lives were concerned, just in Josh Hokum's lives. I was, I'm a moderator in there, and but in a lot of these bigger channels, it just gets so busy. Most people are just kind of flies on the wall, unfortunately. So I thought there's only one way I'm going to be able to interact with my people, and that's to kind of start my own channel. So the creator side is fun. I don't know that I'll ever be, like a super creator like some of these other people, and that's great. Everybody has their niche. I just enjoy the live part of it. Don't know how long I'll do it, but I'll keep doing it for now.
Yeah, I enjoy the live part, but I'm actually looking forward to this trip to actually vlogging, because Gatlinburg, I had a corrupted memory card, so I only kept half of what I actually filmed, but this one I actually got everything straight. I kind of know what I'm doing, so I'm actually kind of excited about this. Not looking forward to editing because we all hate editing. That's all a shared hate between us, but something you gotta do. So, is there a daily travel vlogger you watch, like one of the big guys who does daily, like Don or Tony from Loki, anybody like that? Like you try to catch every day?
I can't say every day, but when I can, I'll watch Tony. Yeah, okay. I find Tony to be entertaining enough.
He's pretty entertaining. I've always been a dog because I like his optimism, and then I think everybody loved this summer, the 2-week build up to when he blew his gasket for 22 minutes. I think it was in July. Like he just blew a gasket, and we were all like, "Yeah, so I've been waiting for this. I'm waiting for the payoff for 2 weeks."
Yeah, I've seen some of Don's stuff, and I can't say that I haven't watched it, but it seems like Tony typically beats him to the punch. So
Well, yeah, pretty much. But okay. All right, before Mambo 19 ruined our cruising for 2020, what have been your first cruise you went? Once you made your challenge, do you have because we're all optimistic when we first started this. Like, hey, it's okay. It'll just be a couple months. We'll get through this. Did you have a vacation or trip you had planned to vlog a little bit? I know you like doing the lives, but do you have something like, oh yeah, this should be fun?
Yeah, well, I had 3 cruises planned. One in May 23rd, one on October 5th. The one I was really looking forward to was October 31st because that one was a sponsored one. I sponsored a group cruise with Josh Hokum, actually. It was yeah, and I was really looking forward to that one because I was going to be able to meet a lot of these people that I've been talking to for such a long time, and then learn, from him and some of these other people. That was the one that I was looking forward to, and I was thinking maybe because it's towards the end of the year. After that, I was done.
Well, I was one of those, with we had Panorama this summer. We had May 23rd. Oh, it's okay. We'll be good by July. I don't see anything problem in July. Where are we at now? So, but
wait, when in July? Sorry, I did have a July 4th cruise too.
July 4th on the Panorama.
You were too?
I was going to be on the
I was supposed to be on that same cruise.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, we talked so many times and didn't realize that? Yeah.
We had found that one because that was literally the cheapest one in July. And I was like, the only bad thing, it was the cheapest cruise, but flights were highest for that week. So, I didn't think about that until I had booked. So that's why I had 2 different sets of flight vouchers for that trip.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that was supposed to be with my mom and dad, and two of my sisters. One had gone on a cruise before, and the other one had never been on a cruise. So other than the Josh one, that was the other one I was really looking forward to as well.
Okay, since you brought that up, if we would have, what type of room y'all have booked for that one? Like interior, balcony, ocean view?
It was an ocean view in that what's that new area called? The Family Harbor.
Harbor, okay.
Yeah,
we were doing, this was our cruise. We do one conservative a year, one we kind of blow out. This was going to be our blow. Like we had a spa balcony. We had excursions in every single port. And we were going. This was like, well, it was going to be our 2-year anniversary. So it was like, we're going all out for this. And it's like, became Gatlinburg.
And that was going to be an anniversary cruise for us. Ours is July 5th.
Okay, cool. The anniversary was in April, but
Oh, okay. You were just going to celebrate it then. Gotcha.
Celebrate then, yeah. We can't really do it in April because it just depends off Kayla's spring break. So.
Gotcha.
Okay, so when you do go on a cruise, what's the first thing you do when you get on a ship? Like, what's your first thing you're looking forward to, like, right when you get on?
Well, now, see, that's the beauty of watching all these vlogs, and I haven't had time to watch it, is that and learn, because I don't think on any of my cruises I really watched any vlogs, but running up to the the rum bar, the Red Frog rum bar for that,
yes,
for the fishbowl drink. So probably that. But no, typically we get on and we go up to the Lido deck and try to hit up Guy's Burger or the Blue Iguana.
Okay. Real quick, just because I haven't said, hey, Cindy of Spiker Crazy Adventure. All right, Najuma Brown, Cheri. Let's see. Oh, hey, our favorite frog people, J and N.
Hey, John.
How are y'all? Let's see, scope. Yeah, Red Frog Pub. That's what. See, when we get on a cruise ship, we know guys is going to be slammed, so we usually go to the Blue Cantina, get a burrito, because usually that line's a little bit more forgiving.
Right.
And again, I married into platinum because that's how you get platinum. The easy way is you just find a girl who has it, or a guy if you're a female, but you're looking for that. And that way, when you get on a cruise ship, you can automatically go to your room first and drop your stuff and then go do everything. That's a lifesaver.
Well, another thing I learned, again, just from watching the vlogs, I'll probably skip the guys because I can hit that up anytime and go up to the Gigi's or to the Cucina del Capitano, because a lot of people don't even know about that, and you can get some good stuff up there.
Oh yeah, I went there for lunch and I had the pasta. That was some of the best pasta I've had in a long time. And people don't know it's free. Like nobody was in there when we went, so it was like felt like you had the place to yourself.
That's awesome.
So I want to try Gigi's because I had that booked for this next cruise too. So it was just, let's see, what was the first ship you cruised on?
1999. I was on the Carnival Elation as a single man. Excuse me.
You went by yourself? You had a buddy go with you?
I went with two other couples. I was the fifth wheel, but don't worry about it. I made sure I had a good time.
Awesome. Also, what's your go-to drink on a cruise ship? Like, is it beer, cocktail, or water?
No, I think I'm going to lose my man card here in a minute, but daiquiris are kind of my drink of choice.
Look, you're talking to a guy from Louisiana who partakes in drive-through daiquiri, so you don't lose a man card for a daiquiri. Trust me.
All right, fair enough. Then.
If you want an apple teeny, then possibly. But, no, daiquiris are cool. Daiquiris are a fruity, delicious summer drink with alcohol in it that you can't be mad at.
That's what I like about them. I just like that they're cold and refreshing because we usually go when it's warm, and that's what I like about them.
Well, we usually go. Well, even when we go like in December and stuff, where we're going, like like last year, we went out of Galveston for New Year's Eve. When you get to Mexico, I remember when we got to Jamaica, it was hot. It was like 95 there. We had just left where it was like 50. So just the contrast of we were really cold 2 days ago. Now it's really dang hot. There's a big difference. So.
Well, going out of Galveston in last October, it was so humid. I mean, just being out on the ship, like walking around, it was tough, especially being from Arizona where it's a dry heat. It was tough adjustment.
You wouldn't make it. Now, are you going on the big 2023 group cruise with everybody and their mother?
No, I think that's going to be a pass for me. So.
Okay, good. Now, good. We don't feel like the older one's not going on that now. So I'm
No.
really asking because I feel like It feels like Kale and I are going to be like doing a group tour of the city of New Orleans, even though we can't go. So we just have brought that up now.
I
Tell
might
me
fly into New Orleans just to hang out the night before, but that's probably it.
now the big question. Tell me about this BBD rum. Like, what type of rum is? I want to know. I don't want to say a name on this show because I'm trying to be a little more family friendly. But let's talk about this rum from Grand Cayman real quick. Like, is it a darker rum, a lighter rum?
Well, they have different flavors. And let me just give a little bit of a backstory for those people that are curious. I know a lot of people have heard about it. There's now a group cruise around it. But so before YouTube and before all this other stuff, I was in all these little Facebook groups. I'm still in them, but I don't follow them as much anymore. And it came up in one of the Facebook groups about this BBD rum. And of course, everybody just went nuts with it, right? But I was just curious, and we were going to Grand Cayman. That was in October of 2019, and I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go and just sample it just to see," because a lot of people were saying, other than it being funny and a funny name, but they're saying it's really good rum, and I love rum, so I'm like, all right, I'll go try it. So when you get in Grand Cayman, when you get out off the ship and onto that main drag there, if you make a right, it's literally like maybe 3 stores down. There's a place that sells it. So I figured on the way back, because I wanted my wife to take the kids,
Right.
walk back to the ship because I didn't feel it was appropriate for my 3 girls to be in there. So anyway, I went into the store and did a quick sampling and stuff. And I enjoyed. I tried them all: the coconut, I think it was the vanilla or whatever. Anyway, I got the dark chocolate.
Uh oh. Did we lose Hani? No. Where's Hani? Hani, we lost him. We were just getting a good story too about dark chocolate BBD rum. Huh. So, we got you back.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, you just kind of froze there as soon as you said dark chocolate. I mean, I didn't know if just thinking about it made you lust for it that much. Oh, hey, Joe Gingers, how are y'all?
I got censored by the YouTube police. Apparently,
We're not even saying anything bad.
I know.
We're literally being PC about this tonight.
That's as clean as I get, YouTube. I'm sorry.
I mean, you were saying you're being a good father, not having your kids go with you to the BBD store.
I mean, what more can I do? Look at what Jonathan said. Oh gosh.
Where's Jonathan? That is sure high at the beach live. If that's the story you want to go with, we will all go along with it.
I rehearsed it well, Jonathan. Right? I sounded convincing.
Very well. Oh yeah, we did get bad news. A lot of the guys on this group cruise. I see they're talking. Cheri's talking about that with Anthony. Ginger's great live today. But yeah, back to so you have the dark chocolate. So I take it's a rum, just like is it kind of like a Malibu style rum? I take it where it's got like a heavy it's got rum taste but heavy overtone of that dark chocolate, or does it have like a dark chocolate finish?
Dark chocolate. You don't really even taste the rum, to be quite honest. And that's my wife doesn't like alcohol when it tastes like alcohol. So for her, she was like, so I knew that this was one that she would like.
Oh, hey, Bill, from MG Family Travels. Hey, buddy. Of course, if you want to do the BBD cruise, see Bill's wife, Lucy. I mean, go on the BBD rum run.
Perfect segue there.
Yes, exactly, segue. But yeah, it's funny how that literally was from a polo on the midlife group, and how that one polo, if you just acting funny on there, became a group cruise by another show.
What's funny is when I did it to be funny because I knew midlife crazies, humor and all that. I really didn't think it would go viral, sort of thing,
That definitely went viral on the cruise community. I think any show you go to, you can say BBD is like, oh yeah, that's that hottie guy midlife cruise.
So yeah.
So that's your go-to. I know you like drinking with a little whipped cream on top, which is classy. I will say.
That was for entertainment purposes.
So back to cruising.
Sure.
Where do you prefer, like dinner time? Do you prefer doing a specialty dining? Do you prefer the dining hall, or you just go to the buffet? What's your preference?
That's really a good question. Actually, I was going to mention it earlier when we were talking about GGs and all that. We do main dining room. I avoid the buffet as much as possible, unless in a pinch or whatever. I'm just not a big fan of the buffets. The pre-corona, pre-whatever, I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and when I start seeing people put those handles back inside the food and all that, I'm done. Now I don't know what's happening in the back of the kitchen.
But you
Out
don't
of
see.
sight, out of mind, right? Yeah. So, but when I see it in front of me, I get grossed out and I just can't do it. So anyway, long story short, main dining room. But one of the things, especially now with Corona, like before I'd be like, next cruise. No, next cruise for sure. It'll be specialty dining. No doubt about it.
That's the thing I told Kim. So our next cruise is going to be Harvey Steve's for Thanksgiving next year. I told her we're getting the specialty dining package.
Yeah.
It is great dining. It is there. They got. I do not want to get near the. Well, I think the buffets are going to be gone. Personally, I think they're all going to be like quick service dining now. But how many cruises have you been on?
What's that? Sorry.
How many cruises have you been on?
8.
8. Okay, well that's 6 more than me. And has it all been Carnival, or has it been okay?
Yeah, the first one I went on, I didn't know anything about cruising. One of my friends, who's now she's a travel agent, but she's worked in the hotel industry forever. But she kind of coordinated it. She picked Carnival. I just went along for the ride, so to speak. And then that was in '99. The next cruise I don't know. Like I always say this to anybody that asks. I have no reason why I didn't. From 1999 to 2011 is when I went on my next cruise when I was married, and we had 2 of our daughters, and we went again. So why I didn't go in those 12 years, I don't know. I had a great time, and then since then I've been really bitten by the bug and go often.
Gotcha. What's like your time frame you like to go? Do you do like a 7-day normally? Do you do a little lower than that, or?
So my preference is 7-day. We've done 4 days, like the ones out of Long Beach, because that's our home port here.
Right.
So we've done those, but my preference is always 7 days if I could get it. But it just depends on work schedules and my wife's schedule and kids' school schedule and all that. So.
Oh, trust me, I know all about that. Because you found out I have to go to the expensive months. I get the cheapest week I get all year is Thanksgiving. That's one of the cheaper for the whole year, but yeah.
And that's hit and miss there with Thanksgiving. Sometimes it's cheap, sometimes it's not.
Oh, hey, some more welcome in. It's all good.
Guys, hey, some more. How are you?
No one's ever late again. All good.
I can get burgers.
Let's see. Landon's hitch gives us to the point. Gives us to the part where we embrace the one.
So Danny actually said something that we can maybe touch on here for a second. So a lot of people, it definitely requires patience. It's harder with younger kids, of course. Luckily, my girls enjoy it because of the showtime and all that stuff. My teenager, now she's at that point where she's like, okay, can I be excused? She's kind of
too cool for school.
Yeah, she gets to a point where it's like, okay, I want to go hang out with my friends. It's like, dude, you've been here for like 3 hours, really? But yeah, I can understand because it is a slow process. It's not for anybody that's in any kind of hurry or has it, whether it be an adult or kids that are impatient. Definitely not for those people.
Yeah, the only time I've ever got impatient was because the LSU football game was happening during the same time dining was going on, and I'm literally sitting there like Caleb wanted the rule like there's no phones at the table. And I'm like, yeah, but we're in playoffs right now. It's right here.
Well, there's a lot of places. I think on the Vista they had this ESPN. Is it ESPN Sports Bar?
It was the Sports Zone.
The Sports Zone.
Yeah, because I watched 2 bowl games in there in Jamaica.
Yeah, my dad spent a lot of time in there because I think it was still football season. We went in October, but he just liked to just sit and watch any games.
Well, I had a great time there just because it was during college football bowl season, and it was so diverse with fan-wise in there. And of course, that was last year when my team was amazing. So I got to act like top of the world the whole time. It's like, yeah, we are won our game. I don't care. Oh, you're what? Oh.
I got a question for you and for the chat.
Sure.
Do people enjoy? Okay, so this might just be me. So I'm just curious. I just want to see if I'm the only jerk. I don't like to sit with other people. It's not my thing. Like I prefer, like we went in and they tried to sit us next to some other people, and I just asked them, hey, there's plenty of other tables. Can we sit? Is anybody else like that, or am I the only jerk?
You're talking in the main dining where you want to sit by yourself, staff groups.
Yeah.
I've only sat with family, so you'll know other people. If I know when our next cruise just came, I'm gonna ask for just us because she deals with kids, so she just doesn't. When she gets out here, she don't want to talk. She don't want to talk to me. She don't want to talk to nobody. I'm from former sales to still doing type. So at dinner, I don't want to be having different conversations. Just her and I enjoying it. And you don't know how other people could be because you can get that person who orders like 15 entrees, and you gotta wait for all those entrees to come until you get dessert. So,
right. Well, I didn't even think about that. But for me, honestly, even before this whole YouTube thing started consuming even more of my time, but between our work schedules and school schedules and stuff, our vacations, our time as a family. A lot of times we don't even get a chance to sit down as a family to have dinner. So those are the few times that we actually have a sit-down dinner as a family where all of our schedules allow us to be there at the same time. So that's the only reason why. Not for nothing else. I'm a social person or whatever, but that's just one of the times when I'm a little bit more reserved and saying, no, I'd rather just have some time with my family. So that was the reason why.
let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody in the chat answers that. So, what's y'all preference? You're on a cruise.
Danny.
Wow. So I think the Kimberly and the rest of the kids Landon and the rest of the kids sit together, and there's Danny in the corner by himself facing the wall, like not even allowed to look over there. Oh.
Cheri says we always my hubby. Yeah.
Huh. I mean, I could handle being in a group, but it's at the same time I'm paying for this big cruise. Like I want dinner to be like in a restaurant style setting. I guess my opinion of that. So, what's your cabin preference on a cruise? Like,
so I'm one of those people that some people hate, where I say I don't spend enough time in my cabin to really care, and I truly mean it. I don't. And I had this conversation with somebody the other night on Marco Polo. When I go on vacation, specifically cruises, I'm a night owl. So I like to stay out as late as possible, and I sleep in because whether it's a port day or a sea day, there's really nothing going on during the day, so I'll sleep in. And then if it's a port day, I always do like a later excursion if we're doing an excursion. And I like the inside or interior cabins because it gets really dark and I sleep really, really good. But I like the ocean view just so I can have the water. I'd like to try a balcony someday, and if I get a good opportunity to do it, I mean, especially now after Corona, like I'm gonna party like a Kardashian after coronavirus. I am gonna just go all out. But typically, ocean view if it's available, yeah, absolutely.
That's where me and Kayla are split because she doesn't care. She's like, we're not in a room that much. I like being in the dark. I have a little bit of claustrophobic, so I have to be able to, like I told her, like we did the first one was inside. I was going crazy in there sometimes. I told her I at least need a window. So our next cruise, we're doing Oasis class Royal Caribbean, so we did an interior balcony this time. So it was a little cheaper, but still get the balcony experience. So, because next question I ask, are you a people watcher on a cruise at all?
Oh my God, my favorite thing ever. My wife will go, and I like the casino. Don't get me wrong, I love to play, but on the Vista, I couldn't sit in there for.
Oh, it's ridiculous in there.
Yeah. So she would go play. She didn't care. It didn't bother her. But so she went and played, and that was the perfect time. I'm like, all right, go. And I go out to the Lido and just people watch. It's great.
Well, I will say you brought up the Vista Casino. I'm a former 2-pack-a-day smoker. I quit smoking 5 years ago. And even for me, I was like, this is a bit much. And I'm sitting there, like my Kayla's week goes, I heard stories about how much you used to smoke. I'm like, yeah, I used to chain smoke every day. Wow. And even I'm saying this is a bit ridiculous in here. Because the ventilation is just bad in that area, I think. Just the way
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it must be because I played in every other ship casino that I've been in. And it was there, but you didn't really feel it. That Vista one, I felt like, I don't know, it was just different. You're right.
But I've also heard it's the same thing on the Horizon, same thing on Panorama, because it's the same design. Like they haven't fixed. That's one of the problems they haven't fixed yet between the three Vista class ships is ventilating that casino. You can actually smell that smoke like on that floor, like down the hallways too. It's not like it's just bad there. Like you smell like shoot. I remember being the atrium. I can smell the casino still.
Yeah. Well, I heard the Horizons that way. I don't know if anybody's in here has been on the Panorama that could tell us, but I know I had heard the Horizon was the same way, unfortunately.
Cool. So we got that. So, what activity are you always looking forward to the most on a cruise ship? Like, what's your favorite thing? Like the one thing you really look forward to every cruise?
I love listening to music.
Okay.
So wherever there's music on the ship, if I'm not doing anything else, like not attending a show, I love the comedy clubs, the piano bar, all those things. My favorite thing, honestly, I know it's going to sound a little cheesy. I love the Groove for St. Jude.
Okay. No.
It's my favorite events on the ship. Outside of the general fun stuff, but I really love the Groove for St. Jude, and I make it a point to attend every time. So.
I've been to one that was awesome because I have a soft spot for St. Jude because my first friend passed away of cancer and St. Jude's what took care of him towards the end. So I've always have a soft spot. Like, yeah, I think it was the same day. I think it was Tuesday. There was I put it on my page. There was a bunch of the gamer channels on YouTube did $1 million challenge for St. Jude. I've given loads to that because you throw St. Jude for me. I'm giving you money. If you say that's the charities, that's all, they took care of my money. So.
Well, I always have, honestly, TJ. I've always, gone there and donated. This last cruise on the Vista. So just prior to this, just sharing a little bit of personal information. Our youngest daughter, they thought there were some issues with something on her brain, and so it really put a scare into us. And luckily, after many tests and this and that. I guess they had made a mistake, or I don't know what happened. I don't care. Didn't question it. After having several tests, luckily she's fine. But I had prayed and said, hey, listen, if everything goes well, when I go on this cruise in October, I'm going to donate $500 to St. Jude. And what I did was I went to Kendall Fire. She was the cruise director, and said, hey, after everybody does their normal purchase, because I don't want to take away any money from St. Jude, I'm going to buy the next 50 people's shirts and stuff. So I did that, and it was really fun. It was awesome. Kendall got a kick out of it. She was really excited about it. So that was really cool. So that was really good.
That was really awesome, you do. That is really cool. Much respect. Let's see. I see a lot. Oh, down under cruise are here. What's up, Sean? Miss Alana. I see they're all talking about interiors now.
Yeah.
Cabins. Let's see. With constructive views, interior price, with an ocean view. That's true. I will say we had a cruise on the Legend that was supposed to be this coming summer. It was a 10-day European cruise. Like going to England, Ireland. It was 2,700 for two people. But we had extracted. Wow. It was called extracted interior. You still had a door. You just had a lifeboat from you. But I was like, I'll take it. I can see around it. But the price was like $50 more than regular interior. I'm like, I'll take this. I can handle this all day long.
Absolutely. Yeah, they have the interiors with the portholes,
right.
That you can do it.
Well, I think Kayla's big preference, especially on like the Vista class ships, is the Ocean View Deluxe with the bathtub, because she'd rather take a bath than a shower. So usually we get those. Those have the oversized ocean views where you can sit in. I enjoy doing that, just sitting in the window looking out with a nice drink.
Nice.
Hey, Rachel loves Disney. Welcome in. Let's see.
Oh, Cheri was saying, sorry, up above. She was saying, love Groove for St. Jude. She's encouraging the Cruisathon channels to encourage viewers. And Cheri, I'd already planned.
I agree. I would do one for that. I would do one for St. Jude in a heartbeat.
I'm glad you're pushing that too, Cheri. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Maybe three of us get together and set one up. So he likes to have his own private space to watch the ocean. He's antisocial most time. That's like, well, I understand that. That's why I'm excited to have this interior balcony, because it's people watching to the max. Because now you can just sit outside and look at the either I think it's like the courtyard or the one that's like the merry-go-round. You can just people watch right there. I'm going to be in heaven during that every day.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, packing wise, are y'all early packers or you wait till the last minute?
I'm a super early packer.
Okay.
And my daughters are pretty much the same, especially my middle daughter, the one that was with me last night. She is definitely mini me. She like has a list and this and that. My wife is literally the night before, you know, hair on fire type of person. Just she's always been that way. It drives me crazy, but I've learned after 17 years of marriage, let her do her thing. So
I I understand you so much right now because I'm the same. I'm the person who's like, cruises on Saturday or Sunday. I want to start packing up, at least get the suitcases out Monday and start putting stuff in there as the week goes. Kayla's the night before.
oh,
Like she's that person the night before. Where's this? Where that? I need this. And like it's 9 o'clock at night. I think we have to wait in the morning and somehow get that. So I understand that. See.
hey Rachel.
Hey Rachel, let's see. Wait, what's this right here? Was a front ship have secret decks right beside your door, and then I'm talking about the interiors of the secret decks. Like on Vista, we found like that little secret deck in front that's really really awesome.
That was cool. Yeah.
So yeah, Cheri's talking about ooh.
Oh, Nancy's a last minute packer. Nancy, I wouldn't have guessed
It's
that.
weird. But see, here's another thing. Like me and Kim, I'm gonna ask you this: when do you fill your car up with gas? Are you a person who waits for the light to come on, or are you a person like it's around quarter tank, it's time to get gas?
Um, so sore subject. I am like I just try to whenever I can, if it's at a half tank, whatever. I don't like to wait. And my wife will use my car sometimes. She has her own. Whenever she does, she comes and brings it back. I mean, like on fumes. And like today, she just took my car. She's like, "I'll fill it up. I'm going to Costco. I'm going to fill it up." I hope so. So no, I don't like. I'm very retentive in that way. I'm very much like a planner. I don't like. I'm not a huge like risk taker in the sense of especially with things like gas or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm like you on that. Like you will trip. Like she got on to me, we were driving to Gatlinburg. She's like, "You fill up at quarter tank." Yeah, I don't know what the next. Well, now when I looked at her, like we're about to go to mountains. I don't know how the gas station's going to work in North Alabama right now with mountains for getting gas. But she's the type, like she'll call me up. She's like, "I want to wait home. My light's been on for 2 days, but I'm good." Like I would have a panic attack in my truck.
Same. Hey, just want to say hi. Say hey Jay, how are you? And say hi to Margie, my fellow Arizonian.
Hey, Serena, what up, buddy?
And Margie Butcher, my fellow Zoni, is in here.
Oh, hi, Margie. Welcome in. Margie's been out here before for us, so welcome in. Let's see. I will fill my tank when needed, like eighth of a tank. I can't. If it's that quarter tank, it's getting gas. I'm sorry. That's just how I'm wired. I guess when you're in your utes and you run out of gas one time, you don't want to ever have that happen. That's why me one time and.
Well, yeah, that happened to me with again. My wife took my truck and she left it with no gas, and we had to go like first thing the next morning to go meet some friends at the lake, and I didn't even bother to check. Mistake on my part. So we just took off, and then realized we were like on fumes. But by the time we got to the lake, well, it freaked out my youngest daughter, my 8-year-old. She was a little younger then, and so now she's constantly looking at my gas tank. So we ended up. Our friends luckily took me to the nearest gas station. We filled it up, but now I have my little monitor back there that watches the gas tank for me. So.
You guess what, Jay? You're like the perennial mod all show, so you got your rich. You're like everyone. Yep. See you there.
There you go. Jay. Well, you changed your name, Jay. So
yeah. Well, no, it's still the same thing. I actually changed my name to a point. I made the change from T in the word and to the little and symbol and made it look a little better. So you can do that.
So when I noticed that, and I don't know if those little name changes will take away your moderator thing, but when I changed from Hani Skiles to the Beach Life, it took away my moderator thing from Josh Hokum's group, so he had to give it back to me under the beach.
You know what? Because Jay was on my show, so that may have been something of that. But it hasn't affected any of my mods on my other shows since I made the little. Maybe it's because it's such a drastic change. Like mine is the same wording. It's just I took it off for being capitalization and the word "and" to the little symbol for "and." I don't know.
Yeah.
YouTube's weird sometimes. YouTube's can be funny. So let me go back into my questionnaire since I have to do that real quick. So I do know you know the proper time to decorate for Christmas. You know right when it hits November 1st, you're starting like Kayla is. That's a big fight for us because I still resist.
Well, I'm Team Kayla with that, but I'm Team TJ that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yes, thank you for that, by the way. Yeah, we had that. That's our year. I literally the same memes come up on Facebook every year, and I have to repost them just to get not just from her, but my best friend's fiance also is anti Die Hard, and she's the one who'll be the first to literally like comment on everything with eyes rolling like, "No, it's not," and it's a great argument. But since it is the Christmas season, what is like your favorite Christmas movie to watch this time of year? Like, what's your go-to?
I love Elf. That's definitely one of my favorites. Another one that's kind of a favorite that is probably not on many people's list, but if it isn't, watch it. It's really, really funny. It's Four Christmases with.
That is funny. That I relate to that.
Don't watch it with kids, but especially
don't watch with kids, but because my Christmas is usually on the road dealing with different families because I'm from my divorced parents, so it's literally Kayla's parents, her grandparents' house, my mom, and then my dad. And we like Christmas does not end like till 8 o'clock at night for us. Like it's an all day affair. It's deal with different, different groups, different people, different traditions. It's a day.
Why do I remind you of Alf, Nancy? I remember Alf. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, I mean you haven't tried to eat a cat yet during the show, so I mean I don't understand that.
Okay, I gotta hear that. Well, good night, SMR. Hope all goes well, whatever you're dealing with.
Have a good night, guys. Yeah, I would think mine is the Jim Carrey Grinch and Christmas Vacation. Like I cannot go a Christmas if I watch either of those.
Oh, Christmas Vacation, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's just I mean, even I was watching that when I was little. It's like the first movie I heard an F bomb in when I was a kid. It's like Christmas movie could say F? What? Okay, Chevy Chase. Teach me your wisdom.
That's true.
So I know the inside of your house there. Have you done anything outside the house?
You know what? We haven't gotten to it yet. This house is newer to us, and we don't have good electrical outside, so we meant to have somebody come in to give us some. Because if not, it's running a bunch of extension cords.
Oh,
and Amazon's here like daily. We know them on a first name basis. So I'm worried like somebody will trip over it, so we need to get that done, and then we do have some decorate where that rattlesnake was hiding. That's one of the Christmas decorations.
Yeah. How did you get rid of that, by the way? Did you take a shovel? Did you pull a bead, just get your firearm out?
I thought about it, but actually, I called the fire department because where I used to live, the fire department would come and get them, but not this city. And then as a last resort, I put it on a neighborhood Facebook group I'm in. And luckily, a off-duty firefighter was on his way home from work and said, "Hey, I'll stop by and grab it." And he did. He came by, had the long rod, and grabbed it, threw it in the bucket, and took off.
Yeah, I would rather deal with an alligator than a rattlesnake. I know how to wrangle. I know how to get around alligator. You zigzag real quick and you're good. Rattlesnake, no, that's getting old Betsy out of the drawer.
The poor UPS guy that saw it, and I feel bad for him. Holy smokes, because he was.
Yeah, you would have got your package that day if it was me. It's like, no, here I'm just gonna. It says fragile target at your door now.
Exactly. Well, he didn't know. He walked up and he was coming to get something, pick up a return or something like that. And he leaned down to grab the Amazon package that was in the corner, and the rattlesnake popped its head out. That guy jumped like 6 feet back. It was so sad.
Your package would not be returned that day. That was my job. So I don't play homie with snakes. Snakes and spiders. Kayla will tell you, I'm a man of everything else. Snakes and spiders, nope. I will put my dress on and run away instantly.
Yeah, no, I don't mess with snakes either. I'm with you there.
Okay. So at your house, who cooks? You or your wife?
I do most of the barbecuing if there's any barbecue need. I have a Traeger. I have one of those like Blackstone griddles, but I got the Sam's Club version of it.
Mhm.
And then we have a charcoal Weber grill. So one of those three things I usually do. And oh yeah, that's right. Sherry was sorry. Sherry was on the phone with me. That's right when the rattlesnake
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah, that's right, Sherry. I'm glad. Yeah, we were on the phone. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go deal with a because I said, hold on, there's somebody at my door, and then I'm like, I came back. I'm like, oh, I gotta go deal with a rattlesnake. Sorry, Sherry. I'll be back with you. But yeah, my and then it depends on my wife will cook like the real meals, if you will. I'll do stuff like I'll make my girls love tuna salad or chicken salad, like sandwiches or just by itself. So those kind of things I'll do, but any like real meals, no, I do that to the professional.
Okay. Well, brought that up and go back to cruise. Like, what is there a meal you look forward to on a cruise ship? Like at the dive halls, are like this lobster night? Like you're like, yes, it's lobster night.
Yeah. I hate. I mean, anybody that knows me knows I call it a monkey suit. I hate getting dressed up. Like when you guys saw me dressed up for that wedding, I told you take a screenshot, whatever, enjoy it because you will rarely see me dressing up, and I'll do it for the lobster for sure. But that's about
Hey,
it.
sorry, it's Kayla.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, Bill alive. I'll do that. Thank you. Bye. So sorry, the cat's by the door.
Oh, no worries, no worries. So Nancy, you didn't answer. Why Alf? Or you could just tell me via Marco Polo if you don't want to.
Oh, yeah. There, let's see. Is he good? He's now going to walk in here and walk right out after crying. Come here.
And now he's scared because he's like that Alf guy eats cats. Huh?
All right, come here. No, he doesn't want to come up here. He just wants to be petted for like 5 seconds. He's going to run off.
So I saw the Down Under Cruisers are in here. I don't know if the question's going to come up, but one of the bucket list trips that I want to do that I really want to do as soon as things get back to normal is going to Melbourne. My wife has a sister and brother that live there, or Melbourne, right? Down Under Cruisers. So I definitely want to go. So when I go, I definitely would love to meet the Down Under Cruisers. They're awesome people.
That'd be nice. It's on a bucket list, but I do want to redo that London cruise before that happens.
Danny.
Yeah. It's a fair question. I mean, I don't think he's trying to be, he's just asking you, get the crackers
out. Yeah, let me just say this. Maybe in 1999 that possibly could have happened.
Okay. Our problem with getting seafood, especially like crabs, something like that, or shrimp, is like I live in like a seafood mecca. So it's like, I know I'm not gonna like it because I'm used to fresh seafood, cooked, seasoned right. I know it's not gonna be up to our standards. So that's one thing we always kind of stay away from. Is like we go out of town, it's like, oh, you get like we're going to university. People are like, you should go to Bubba Gump Shrimp. How about not? Because I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna critique the crud out of it and not be happy.
We did that when we went to Galveston, and we got there super late, and we slipped in at the last minute just because we were starving, and we went to Bubblegum Shrimp. Not worth it, not at all.
No, it's not.
Yeah, absolutely Down Under Cruiser.
Yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, that'd be fun if we ever do. Because I think with us, what are your bucket? Since you said it, what is your bucket list of cruises? Like, where are places you kind of want to go?
Oh man, I definitely want to go to the Virgin Islands. I haven't been to any of those, St. John or St. Kitts or St. Martin, all those, and then the ABC, so Aruba, Bonaire, Bonaire and Curacao, I think, are the three ABCs. So those are definitely on the bucket list for here in this area. But I definitely want to do the Mediterranean cruise. Actually, I've been talking to the Bowens about doing one in 2023. I think for Michelle's 50th birthday, because I really wanted to go to Greece and Italy, and they were looking at doing that as well. So.
Nice. Yeah, I think for me and Joe, like I said, Mediterranean is something I would look to do. That's something Kayla has done. when you marry someone who's been on 25, like it's hard to put the whole ship she hasn't been on, itinerary she hasn't been on. That's a hard thing. So we still want to do, like I said, panoramas. That's a light one. We're going to get that done probably next Thanksgiving. Not next Thanksgiving, but next. Spoiler alert. Alaska. I really want to do the Mediterranean cruise too. Just because I've always wanted to go to like different parts of Italy, Egypt. I saw some really good ones of NCL that I'd like to do, and I like you some in like the ones out of Japan, China, Singapore. Like I really want to do those too. Those look like fun.
Yeah, AECC is doing one. I think I don't know if it's. I think it's 2022. They're doing one. I think.
Yeah, but the new they had one.
I think they're doing Greek Isles, if I remember
It's
correctly.
2021 because they're doing the same time we were supposed to go on the Horizon.
Oh, okay.
Because they had actually booked our Horizon cruise that we're just right now. We've been told by others that it's going to get canceled because it's date day. So we're just waiting for it to cancel. We've already booked. We're going to spoiler. We're going to Mexico instead now. So,
oh, not fair. Not fair. Do you see?
oh, good. You can cruise.
Well, I wanted to go visit them. I wanted to go visit them, but not anymore.
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is, they cruise. We can't get the river boats to go. That's what's angering me because I'm used to seeing the river boats every Wednesday morning in Baton Rouge. So we can't even have that yet. Now they're going around. And shoot, I know their criteria is so more hardcore than us. Like they have 80 people they're shutting down.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been bad. So what do we have to say here? Whereas as long as you're open to outsiders by next year, I'm hoping to be there for New Year's. Since like that sounds like that'd be fun. Like what cruise is that doing, by the way, for New Year's on in there?
Oh, if you're talking about a cruise, because Dewey, actually, that's when we would go as well. If we went, it would be next year. We'd probably leave just after Christmas on the 26th and stay there for 10 days, 10 to 14 days.
Okay. So let's see. We got about 8 minutes left. First things first, I would like to do for all our creators here, I'd like to put hashtag creator, supporter, pretty much whatever you want. Oh, Life is Good. That's right. Life is Good is next. It's one of my mods who are here could put in Life is Good's link, so we go there next. I'm sorry. I've been scatterbrained today and angry, so I don't even know. I feel horrible. Usually I know everybody's stuff. I mean, you may be the hype man. I should know these things. Oh, that's right. He's got Russell Blues tonight.
Yeah.
So that's right. Where'd you come up with that idea to give everybody on midlife has like a whole criteria job now? Like, where'd that come from out of the blue?
You know what, TJ? I am like the master of randomness. I don't know, I don't know how it started. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. I'd have to think about it for a minute. But like sometimes I'll just get on Polo and say something, and then Brad will quickly jump on it, and then it becomes a thing.
Yeah, Brad's the type. He doesn't come on a lot, but when he comes on, it's always meaningful. You never forget when Brad comes on. He brings that extra spice to his own show, his own channel. That's perfect.
I just remembered. I know we're running late on time. I remember it started with Michelle Bowen when we were when she kept just randomly jumping in and giving us the weather report in Cancun. And so I started calling her the weather girl. So then we were coming up with colorful names for her as a weather girl. That's how it all started.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's when. Well, that's kind of when the BBD kind of got very popular too. Was it that same I think it was the same week both those happened.
Yeah.
Jay was saying something about BBD coming through the air. I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail on this show, but it was that polo got wild real quick, and people who I've never heard say a dirty word in that group were go and try to get on the after the blue. Poor Michelle. She was going through a hurricane.
Poor thing. I know. That's why Nancy always tells me you're trouble. You're trouble.
Okay, real quick, for our creators, we got Anthony Simone, creator, which he's doing Vlogmas, so he's got something coming out almost every day. Of course, our friends from Down Under Cruisers, creator and supporter. Of course, the official travel agent for Sailing with TK, Cheri, Awesome Sunsets. Let's see, we got Lucy from MGM, supporter and married to a creator. You're a creator too, Lucy. Dewey Ski, supporter and creator. Blaine, hey buddy. Also hashtag career. Also hashtag kicking LSU's butt this weekend too. Just go ahead and give you that. I already know it's happening. Army plans to do something else during that. Knock on their Stancy, very, very slow content creator. And some guy named the Beach Life. So, and let's see, here's our link. Cheri and Anthony have put the link for Life is Good Stay to be up next. But yeah, the polos do get wild. I mean, some days it's quiet, some days you open it up and there's like 3,000, depending what
it is. It's definitely like feast or famine.
Well, I remember over the weekend when as kind of when Kayla's grandfather passed, I hadn't looked at polo in days. So she said, "Well, people are reaching out to us. But I would tell them I'm in the garage. I'm already like trying to gather myself to do it." And I was like, "Oh my God, Midlife has like 257 polos. I got to skip through to do mine real quick." I had to find a comedy. Because you're sarcastically funny. Sarcasm is my love language. Up, down. Oh my God, we got to see Kai's wife on live.
No, it's not. It's my oldest daughter, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's the middle daughter, the one that you guys saw.
You don't know your children.
Oh, my youngest daughter. Hi, Alexis. Come say hi real quick before we go.
Hi.
That's Mr. TJ. Say hi, Mr. TJ.
Hi.
Hi, girl. Okay. What's their names?
This is Alexis.
Alexis.
Allison that you guys met last night.
That's right. Mentioned Miss Allison yesterday. Hi, Alexis. How are you doing this evening? Are we doing Fortnite dances now?
All right, I'll be done in a little bit, girls.
Okay.
Love you. All right.
Love you.
All right. I love the randomness of your show.
Never know what's gonna happen. I know I've had people walking in randomly and.
Oh, that's one thing. That'll be one thing for weird to be having this house. So walking around with there's just two of us here. So, all right. Next thing. When's your next cruise? When's your next booked cruise right now? Since we're
my next one that's booked is the BBD Rum Run. I mean,
Okay.
There's no way I can't go to something that is named after me.
Yeah, that would have been horrible if you couldn't go on that cruise. It's literally because of you.
But I was trying. I actually the time that I was talking to Cheri when the rattlesnake thing happened, I was looking into your group cruise, looking to some other group cruises. And I talked to my wife after the fact, and then I also looked into another one just recently that I'll just leave anonymous. But I spoke with the wife, and we just said, let's just 2021. We're just gonna play by ear. If it comes back. We'll look at them, but both of us are kind of like, I don't know about what's it going to look like, right? I want some people to go, give some feedback, that kind of thing, because I don't know how enjoyable it's going to be. And I don't want to put a damper on anybody's plans, but I don't know. The whole downtown Disney experience.
Agreed. I'm not booking anything else outside going to Mexico or Disney or Universal until I see what's happening with cruising. I still feel like, we got our group cruise to 4th 2022. Margot, but outside that, at Harmony, I just don't want to do anything till then. Real quick, can one of my mods put Hani's link in the chat? So I want everybody who I'm pretty sure most of us have, but if not, go check out his lives. He did a fun one last night that was like 4 hours long, but it's a great 4 hours to watch. Help him get some time. If you got a friend who hasn't seen High Shout, tell a friend. Tell your coworkers. The Beach Life is an awesome channel. Does awesome interviews. So check him.
Can I just say one thing before we wrap up?
Sure.
Not everybody's on my Facebook group, and I've only blasted it out there. But I was going to do a short YouTube video. So for the month of December, what I'm planning on doing, my next live, I'm doing a $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. The one after that, I'm going to do a $15 Amazon gift card giveaway. And then the December 23rd one, I'm going to do a $50 one because I was inspired by Blaine. I thought that was a great idea. So, but if between now and then, if I hit 200 subscribers, I'm going to do an additional $20 on that December 23rd. So you have to be at the live show in attendance to win, and it'll be towards the end of the show when I do the.
Be a live show. You have to give him a thumbing too.
A good thumbing.
Yeah, give him the old thumbing.
Thank you, Cheri, for dropping that link.
Yes, thank you, Cheri. Got some awesome mods here today. So, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap up. So let's go ahead. I want to do hashtag SoFTK raid for Life is Good Today. So I see Toy was here. Go ahead, head over there. He's got Russell Blues tickling the ivories tonight, and I'd like to thank Hani for being on tonight. Thank you so much for being the guest.
My pleasure. Thank
Okay, and we will be here next week. I think we're gonna have Cheri on. We're gonna do our last push for our group cruise. So we will see y'all next week. Talk to you later. Bye.